So I forgot to record an introduction, but basically this is a tutorial on how to do a quick and easy smoky eye. Alrighty, so first we're going to start out with a little mascara, and just take mascara and coat generously on both your upper and lower lash line. Make sure you don't push too hard so you don't get any black dots all over your face. Alrighty, now we're going to move on to primer, and with this you just want to take a generous amount of the product and place it on both eyelids, and then using your finger you want to dab it all over and make sure you have full coverage with no clumpy areas. Next we'll move on to eyebrows, and for this I'm using a thick bristled brush and this cheap palette from the Color Institute. And I'm taking that matte brown to fill in the shape of my eyebrows, making sure not to go too crazy as we do not want Bushman brows. And then after I'm done filling in the shape, I'm going to go ahead and take that light color and a thin brush and really just outline the outside edges of my brows and smoothing that out with my fingers to really transition that light color into my skin. Next, I'm going to take this brush and brush up and over on both brows to really define that shape. Alrighty, so next we're going to move on to our eyeshadow and our eyeliner. And first we're going to grab this really thin angled brush to start laying down the base of our smoky eye. And we're going to grab a brown or a black, any dark color will do, and start at the outside of our eye up towards our crease, and then draw a line from our crease to our middle of the eye and pull that down and fill in that triangle like so. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be neat because we're going to go back in with a fluffy blending brush with the same dark color to smoothen out those hard lines and also darken the color towards the outside. Make sure you don't go past the middle of your eye, and also don't worry, if it's not dark enough yet, you can always go back and fix that as well. Alright, so next we're moving on to this light color and putting it in the corner, inside corner of our eye and dragging it towards the center. Really making sure to blend that into that darker color so that we get a nice gradient. Alright, and now we're taking that fluffy blending brush again with that same dark color to really blend in those colors more and making sure that we have a nice gradient. Don't worry, you're going to go back and forth between each color a couple of times before you get that gradient that you really want. Next we're going to move on to an eyeliner. I use the Maybelline Eye Studio in the blackest black, and with this we're going to go ahead and make a small wing starting at the outside corner of our eyes, basically following that same line we made with our eyeshadow earlier. Now you can draw the line on your eyelid first or the wing, it doesn't matter, as long as it's basically even on both sides. Next, we're going to take an eyeliner pencil to do our waterline, making sure that it's only the outside 3/4 of our eye, as for this look, the inside of our eye is going to have some white eyeliner on it to really open our eyes up. Do that for both eyes, and then we're going to take this really light color and place it on the inside corners of our eyes to again lighten it up and also define that gradient between that really dark color on the outside and really light color on the inside. And next we're going to go ahead and take this NYX white eyeliner and place it in the inside corners of our eyes. Now I messed up here and did it a little too thick because I was trying to show it to the camera and it just exploded. Now usually I would have gone back and fixed this, but since this was only for a picture, I didn't. So anyways, I try to cover it up with this gold and try to bring attention away from it. So yeah. Alright, so eyelashes are pretty simple. Basically, just pick your favorite mascara and put a generous coating on both upper and lower lashes, making sure not to press too hard or else again you'll get those black dots. And then taking an eyelash curler and pressing and holding on each set of eyelashes for at least 10 seconds. Alright, to conceal those dark vampiric circles underneath your eyes, we're going to take some concealer in a triangle formation underneath our eyes and also down the center of our nose, and using a brush to blend that out and cover any problem areas where we might have spilled some black makeup. And then we're also going to take some highlighter and highlight our cupid's bow and the tip of our nose with our fingers apparently, and then realizing this is a makeup tutorial and using a brush to smooth it out. Alright, and for the last step we're going to go ahead and do lipstick, and for this you want to make sure you put it only on your lips and not on the skin outside your lips. And if you're like me and you get it on the skin outside your lips, you can always take some concealer to clean up that line and make it look like you're older than 2 years old and you know how to color in between the lines. After you finish cleaning up, it should look a little something like this.
Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial. Be sure to tune in next week where I will do another one. Not sure on what it's going to be on yet, but be sure to let me know how the lighting was in this and if there's anything that I can do to improve. So until next time, bye!